When I uncovered that the HOA president was poisoning my mom's water to drive us out, I didn't just get angry, I got even. I bought their water rights and turned the tables, cutting them off entirely. What would you do if someone were secretly harming your family just to force you out of your home? I was tending to Mom's beloved roses when Susan Harper's sleek white SUV rolled into our driveway, tires crunching gravel. My gut twisted. Every visit from the HOA president meant trouble. "James," Susan called through her barely open window. "Those lawn ornaments violate Section 8, Paragraph 12 of our guidelines." I set down my watering can. "They've been here 7 years, Susan. Since Dad passed." Her smile was cold. "Rules are rules. Remove them by Friday, or it's $200 per ornament." As she drove off, I counted the 8 ceramic figures, each tied to a memory of Dad. That's $1,600 in fines, money we didn't have with Mom's mounting medical bills. Mom appeared at the door, leaning heavily on the frame. "Susan again?" "Just HOA nonsense," I lied, shielding her. She'd been dizzy lately, and doctors couldn't pinpoint why. That night, I packed the ornaments away, each one feeling like a piece of our joy buried. By Monday, a new notice arrived. Our mailbox was the wrong blue. I repainted it, grumbling. Then came complaints about our birdhouse, wind chimes, and hedge height. Each time Susan visited, Mom's health worsened, more tired, more confused. I wondered if the stress was breaking her. One night, while taking out the trash, I caught Susan's husband, Mark, lingering near our water meter. When he saw me, he hurried off, muttering about walking the dog. No dog in sight. I confided in our neighbor, Clara Evans. "They don't have a dog," she whispered. "And Susan's been targeting anyone who opposed her in the last HOA election. Your mom was vocal against her plan to triple dues." That night, Mom vomited, her skin yellow. I rushed her to the ER. The doctor found nothing conclusive but suggested something environmental. Driving home, I passed the Harper's house, their laughter spilling through the window as they sipped wine. The next morning, Mom collapsed at her doctor's office. The nurse called. "We suspect poisoning." My mind flashed to Mark by our water meter. I noticed blue droplets on rocks nearby and bought a security camera, rigging it in our oak tree to watch the meter. Mom stayed hospitalized, tests showing strange chemicals stressing her liver and kidneys. Meanwhile, another HOA notice hit, a fine for unmowed grass, while I was with Mom. Then my camera pinged. Mark was at our meter again, Susan idling in their SUV. I shouted, "What are you doing to our water?" Susan smirked. "You're stressed, James. Maybe your mom's illness is clouding your judgment." They sped off. The footage showed Mark pouring liquid into our water line, and Susan keeping watch. I grabbed a water sample and rushed it to a lab. The technician, Tom, found ethylene glycol, antifreeze, in low but dangerous amounts. "This isn't normal for residential water," he said. I took the results and footage to the police, but Officer Daniels was skeptical. "The video doesn't clearly show the substance, and chemicals can enter water in other ways." Furious, I installed 3 more hidden cameras. At the hospital, Mom's doctor confirmed antifreeze poisoning matched her symptoms. "Her kidneys may never recover," he said. "Permanent damage." Rage consumed me. Another HOA notice demanded I remove my unauthorized cameras. They knew I was onto them. I called my old friend, Laura, an environmental lawyer. "They're poisoning her to force us out," I explained. Laura uncovered that our neighborhood's water came from a private company, Pure Flow LLC, in bankruptcy. "Whoever owns their water rights controls the supply," she said. The idea hit me, by the company. It would drain my savings, 401k, and require a loan, but I saw Mom's frail face and knew I had to act. Susan confronted me days later, blocking my driveway. "James, if your mom's health makes upkeep hard, consider assisted living. I know a place." Her smile was venomous. "Mom's staying," I snapped. And Susan, I'd check your water. I hear it's unsafe. Her eyes flickered with unease. I liquidated everything, got a loan, and made an offer for Pure Flow LLC. The HOA caught wind, and their treasurer, Paul Carter, left voicemails demanding a meeting. I ignored them. My offer was accepted. In days, I owned the company supplying the HOA's water. That night, by Mom's hospital bed, I vowed justice. The lab confirmed antifreeze again. I drafted a notice. Water rates would spike 400% unless Susan and Mark confessed, left town, and paid Mom's $200,000 medical bills. I mailed it to every board member. Susan called, furious. "This is illegal. Check your contract, Section 7, Paragraph 3. I said coolly. "Now, what's in Mom's water?" She hung up. The HOA held an emergency meeting, branding me a water terrorist. I arrived, took the mic, and revealed the truth. 3 labs found antifreeze in our water. I have video of Mark tampering while Susan watched. The crowd murmured. A neighbor spoke up. "My dog died after Susan complained about my lights." Another added. "My kids got sick after we fought over our fence." Susan screamed. "Lies!" But her face paled. Chaos erupted. At home, my mailbox was smashed, liar, spray painted on my garage. Then an anonymous email arrived, a video of Mark pouring antifreeze in their garage saying, "A few drops, and problem neighbors disappear." I forwarded it to the HOA. By noon, police arrested Susan and Mark. 6 antifreeze bottles were found in their home, one modified to match our water's chemical signature. Mom's kidneys failed that day. I sped to the hospital, where doctors started dialysis. "The damage is severe," they said. Neighbors rallied, raising $1,500 for Mom's bills. The story hit the news. HOA couple poisons neighbor over lawn ornaments. 3 more families reported illnesses tied to Susan's disputes. Paul and 2 board members resigned after texts showed they ignored Mom's suspicious illness. At the hearing, Susan and Mark pleaded not guilty, but the video crushed their defense. They took a 12-year plea deal, paying restitution. A new HOA board, led by Clara, exempted our home from rules and named a community garden after Mom. Mom came home after 63 days, neighbors cheering. They restored our ornaments, adding 20 more. Susan's journal, found later, detailed targeting 15 families and 3 pets. I transferred Pure Flow LLC to a community trust to fund victims' care. At the garden's opening, we placed a gnome for every family hurt. Mom smiled, weak but alive. Some scars don't heal, but justice does. What would you have done? Was my water shutoff threat too far, or did Susan and Mark deserve worse? Share your thoughts below. Let's debate where the line is when someone endangers your family. Your comments keep these stories alive, so hit that like button and tell us, how far is too far?